Just got up. It's about, I checked the temperature in the truck. It's about 20 degrees. Not too bad. I thought it was going to be a little colder. I ended up bringing Lily into the tent just to kind of help keep her warm. Hey guys, me and Lily out here trying to find a camping spot. Right now it's about, the truck says 29 degrees out, midday. About 2 o'clock, so should start cooling down here pretty soon. Luckily there's not that many people out on the road right now, and it shouldn't be that hard trying to find a camping spot. There's a lot of, this road over here kind of leads up, goes up left and starts following up a ridge, and there's a bunch of camping spots along that ridge line, and so hopefully we'll be able to find one, a good spot. Shouldn't have any issues really. A lot of people don't like coming out in the winter time. So Lily, what do you think? You excited? Yeah, she's excited. No, the roads aren't too bad. The sun's out, so the snow's kind of melting a little bit. It's getting a little slushy, so I'm sliding around a little bit, but I'm not having too many issues. My tires aren't aired down either. They're at 35 psi and still doing pretty well. So. Had to air down my tires a little bit because I'm having a little trouble up at this spot over here. I don't know what it is, but I go up that little hill to the left and I just start sliding all over the place, so I'm gonna give it one more shot. So I made it up the hill, and I'm actually pretty glad I did, because like about 500 feet up that hill I found the perfect spot. Right here. Great views of the mountains. ground's too it's too rocky over here to pound these stakes in, so whenever that happens, I basically tie it down to the ladder here, because it's better than nothing. Alright, so we got the whole campsite set up. Figured we'd do a little walk around. I got my chair, my table. This is that Roam box, and I like this box because I put all my stuff in there, just kind of random food, dry stuff. And then I just sat down next to my chair and I use it as a table or stool or whatever. Got a great view of the mountains. The firewood sitting over there, kind of in the sun. Cooler over here. Got my little light, trying to charge it up before it gets dark a little bit. Got the grill set up. The tent's all set up. Right over here is where I put kind of my water. So I just fill that up with water. Little fire pit set up over here. Kind of got it facing up against this rock to reflect some of that heat. And then the tent's right here. It's pretty level, so the ground was pretty solid. I don't know if it's just frozen or if it's kind of granite underneath here or whatever, but I couldn't pound the stakes in, so whenever I can't pound the stakes in, I just tie this stuff to the bottom here of the ladder, and then when I tighten it, it kind of lifts the ladder up. So then I use this, tie that to my tire, and it kind of pushes it back down. But this is necessary. If it gets really windy, this thing just starts flapping around all over the place, and it's like a nightmare to try and sleep. So having this stuff tied down is almost a must. Lily was getting kind of cold, her feet especially. just because of all the snow and it sticks to her fur and all that. So we put her in the truck, turn the heat on, and I put my little Polypro jacket around her, and it fits. It's a little baggy, but it fits. Yeah, you all warm now? Mm. Just sitting here by the fire, watching the sunset. It's so quiet out here. You know, people say sometimes, like when you go to the beach, if you're listening to music when you're at the beach, that you're missing the point. And I don't know if it applies out here, if it's the same, because the point of the beach is the constant crashing of the waves and kind of makes this like white noise. But out here, there's literally there's like no sound at all. There's no wind. There's no birds. There's nothing. Except for the fire. But it's almost calming in a way. You know, I was reading this book, The Comfort Crisis, and it was talking about how it's actually good for our, you know, our psyche and all that, to experience quiet and silence. But that we're so used to noise and the constant like background noise of a city or a town or wherever you live, that when you actually go to a place that's really quiet, you get uncomfortable because you're not used to it being so quiet. Alright, so let me show you what's my little setup inside the tent. This is my Bluetti battery. Right now I got the electric blanket plugged into it right there. Charging some batteries, and then I got this little string light that it also powers. I just have my computer here because I actually am going to watch the new season of Ozarks. Just came out, so I'm going to be watching that. Beer holder right there. I string up the lights up along the ceiling. So basically I have this big thick quilt, then I have this other blanket, and then I have my summer sleeping bag under here too. And then right here is the electric blanket. And so when this is all on top of you, keeps you pretty warm. Lily is inside the truck. I didn't really want to bring her up here just because she's getting it all filthy. It's hard to clean. But luckily I got the remote start on my truck, so I'll just start it up every few hours to warm it up for her. I just cut all her hair off, so she's not really capable of staying warm in this kind of weather right now. She's got more of like a summer cut, so probably start it up every 3 hours, set an alarm or something. But yeah, we're gonna settle down for the night. I got my last beer, and then see you guys in the morning. Just got up. It's about I checked the temperature in the truck. It's about 20 degrees. Not too bad. I thought it was going to be a little colder. I ended up bringing Lily into the tent just to kind of help keep her warm. And then it was actually pretty weird. So right over there at 3 o'clock in the morning, I heard like this big buzzing noise. It sounded like a chainsaw. There was somebody over there with lights with a chainsaw. I have no idea what they were doing. And then they drove off. But I got the fire started again, and I'm about to make some coffee. So the cold weather messed up my cameras. They were recording, but they didn't get any of the sound with it. So it's like just basically video with no sound. So sorry for the abrupt ending, but I hope you enjoyed the video.